That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at the Christinger Podcast. How are we is all today? I'm your host, Krusty Canuck. Just sort out some pages here. Yes, it's been a while since my last live broadcast. It's been a few months, to say the least. How's everyone doing? So let's try to get this on the go here. Yes, there we go. How's everyone today? I'm your host, Krusty Canuck. Yes, it's been a while since I've done a live show. Had some issues there a few months back in regards to getting more live shows on the go. Just not enough people coming out per se. I'm having some trouble with my Rumble feed here. So, my Rumble fans, please hang tight. I'll try to get this sorted out best of my ability. Good to see you, Colin. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. Right on. How you doing, Colin? Well, get some more individuals out here. I'm just trying to get my Rumble feed sorted out here. Let's see here. Try this out again. Just to get my Rumble feed here. Okay, let's see here. Let me try this here. Okay, let's see if we can get this on the go. Please, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. That's why I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I am here. So let's try to get this on the go for you all here as soon as we can. Okay. Okay, let's see if this works too. Hopefully it'll work. If not, because I've had some new subscribers on my Rumble feed, which is nice. So please send me your comments either via YouTube or Facebook or even on Rumble if I can get it working. I don't know why it's not working. Let's see. I'll try this on the go here. If not, I'll try to get something working here for us all. Let's see. Try this here. Let's see what's going on. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions or queries, do not hesitate to ask. I try to be an open book. It's been an interesting little while here. Interesting couple days, to say the least. Her Majesty the Queen passing on. It was about to happen. No one was really looking forward to it, but we'll have to see what's happening here. So see if this is working now, hopefully. Okay, so it's added. Save changes. Let's try this again. So, okay, well, it's not. Seems to be working on my Rumble, so I'll keep tinkering away. But anyway, all my fans here, please, on YouTube and Facebook, say hello. Ask me what you like, and look at the links in the description there, too. And if you can support it, please support what you can. See what you can do here. Support what you can. And don't be shy. Don't be shy at all, ladies and gentlemen. Ask me anything you'd like to know. I've been working lots of long hours, but I've also been trying to get this podcast to keep it rocking and rolling for all you all there. I try to keep everyone informed to the best of my ability. I try to keep everyone happy at the same time, too. I've had a lot of subscribers the past week, which is nice. And I've also had some bots, and I've had some interesting comments from people that would, seem to be the same kind of people. You know what I mean? Just the same kind of statements, what have you. Just not too many interesting folks there that want to. I really want to say hello and do anything decent. You know what I mean? So, just to make everything accessible for everyone. Okay, there we go. I got my Rumble on there. So, hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Colin says, should try watching the Maverick News channel. Okay, which one is that? If you can send me a link in the comments, my friend, that would be great. So, pardon my expressions there and the delay. There will be swearing and there will be smoking. So, if you're sensitive to cigarette smoke, this show is not for you. And if you're sensitive to some swearing, well, I'm sorry. I don't accommodate that way. So, we got a few people signing on. Say hello if you can. By all means, do not be shy. Say hello. Let me know where you're at, where you're writing from, all that good stuff. Let me know exactly what's on your mind. Nothing wrong with speaking your mind on these platforms. Let's do it while we still can, ladies and gentlemen. Right? So, if you give me a link there, Colin, that would be great in regards to the Maverick News channel. Well, but I stick with Rebel and I stick with, I still watch CTV's Question Period at times. And I also just scan through the headlines via my cell phone, via whatever else I get my hands on, too, and use my best judgment. I think we're all in agreement here, too, that a lot of the mainstream media, especially the bigger corporate media chains such as CNN in the States and up here in the great north, a lot of CBC and even CTV is getting stung with the mainstream media flop, what have you. If you check your Twitter feeds out, you can also see a lot of people razzing the journalists. Now, the journalists are always up in arms about, oh, we're being harassed. Oh, my goodness, what are we going to do? How about you own your shit? There's an idea. Own it, right? It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. You say something stupid, you back it up with something. If you can't back it up with something, then you've got no right to scream and yell about it. Pierre Poilievre, yeah, that was his one of his talking points. That's one of his talking points. Because the CBC, as far as I know, gets anywhere from at least 1.2 billion to 1.6 billion dollars in Canadian currency a year. The state broadcaster gets that much, and yet who actually tunes into the CBC on a regular basis, other than maybe news, or it's not like they have a hit sci-fi drama or a hit family drama or any hit sitcoms, you know. Honestly, if Poilievre gets his prime ministers, if they do call an election, okay, yours truly will probably run again under the Veterans Coalition Party. But if Pierre Poilievre gets in, now I've heard different sides of the story. I've heard people say they don't like him because of the convoy. They liked him because of the convoy. I've heard left and right in regards. And a lot of people are scared. And a lot of people are fed up, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Yours truly is fed up with the simple fact that when I look at my pay stub, okay, this is my pay stub here. Okay. That's my pay stub. And I'll give you an example of it. I worked 85 hours in this check. Okay. 85 hours I worked in this. And I paid $455 in taxes. Okay. Now, when you average it, okay, 455 to $500 I'll pay. That's $1,000 plus in my military pension, I pay $600. So there's $1,600 in taxes a month that goes off my pay. Okay, not to mention other individuals that work harder and longer hours and pay just the same. Yeah, good to see you, Gil. How are you? Afternoon. Yes, I know New Brunswick pays a lot of taxes because there's a lot of social programs in New Brunswick. Now, I have nothing against social programs per se, as long as people use them for what they're used for, not rely on them. That's just me, though. Maybe because I'm lucky, I don't have any outstanding injuries except for what's upstairs here. But I'm not one to rely on government programs unless it's absolutely necessary. That's just my personal point of view. There are people out there that rely on certain programs to get them to work, to get them to medical appointments, to get them here, to get them there. That I understand. But when people try to treat that as a necessity, we've got to stop that. Right? Well, Fair Province, New Brunswick. Well, parts of Ontario and parts of La Belle Province have the same thing. So, but needless to say. So please, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in, do not hesitate. Hand me your questions. Ask me anything you want to know. Geographical, political, social, musical. That's why I put these live streams on here. So you, my audience, can get to know me without my ranting and rambling like I always do. But it's because of people like you that make this podcast and these live streams a hell of a lot more, efficient than usual. So give yourselves a round of applause there. I know I use that joke all the time, but it's worth it because you're worth it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever anybody tell you any different. GTO Mama. Yeah, I can't speak English today. GTO Mama. Social programs are a hand up, not a handout, with the exception of disabilities. Okay, well, in a way, you can say that. But when it becomes a reliance, when people demand them, right? I believe in helping the blind. I believe in helping the disabled. I believe helping the lost, the unfortunate. When it becomes a reliance, when taxes go up, how are those programs beneficial to people? Right? It's good to have social programs to help people, provided that they want and have the abilities to try to help themselves. Those individuals who can't help themselves, I understand that. I did some training with a guy who was confined to a wheelchair, and the best thing he could move was his left arm. But other than that, when it comes to people that take it for granted, GTO, I think you know where I'm coming from, right? Until we start increasing seniors' pensions, as we should, we should look at some of these programs and see, are they really, really worth it? Or are they becoming a total reliance on things? Now, that's just my opinion. I'm not trying to sound cruel or mean or insensitive. I'm just trying to be realistic here. Because when you look at MPs' pay, okay, they make a base salary of $183,000 a year, right? And look at the work they have done since 2015. Okay. Look at the work. How many times do they show up to work? Yeah. And, you're right too. There is zero accountability. That's the thing. There are a lot of groups and a lot of bureaucracies that wash their hands of the whole thing. And for what? Well, we made all this money. We have this extra million, this extra billion. What are we going to do with it? And it branches out. Then it trickles down, like they say. It trickles down. Money doesn't trickle down. It gets stopped and it gets handed to certain groups and interests. Right. So we know that the Americans had that problem back in the 80s and 90s. Trickle down economics, right? Oh, it'll just trickle down. How? Where? Unless someone signs a receipt and pushes this and pushes it that way, there's your trickle. And it's a tickle and a slap to the face of you and me. So, like I say, ladies and gentlemen, please ask me your questions. Anything you'd like to know. I know I've had some European viewers weigh in the past few weeks. I've had some wonderful comments and some emails from some individuals that have said some wonderful things from Bulgaria, I believe. One was from Bulgaria, one was from France, and one was from Germany. So if those individuals are listening and watching right now, please say hello. Ask me anything you would like to know. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. If you want to follow me, by all means, please click like and subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble accordingly. I also have the audio podcast on Player FM, Podbean, and Amazon. And I'm also working on trying to get some Spotify up and running too. So there's a little bird that told me through one of my websites that they'll give me a hand if I get onto Apple. And they're North American based too. So I'm not going to find any bots or any half-assed Fiverr poop heads out there trying to scam me out of $60 just to promote me in one country. So something to think about there, folks. Please don't be shy. Don't be shy at all. If you get a chance, check out my store too. Links in the description. I've got mugs and I've got t-shirts and I've also got other things there too. I got stickers, I got hats, I got buttons, I got swimsuits. I got a couple of jackets there too. So you ladies, I got some athletic wear there for the ladies. And like I say, more mugs, and I got little flasks there for our fallen heroes during Remembrance Day too. So get yourself some Krusty Canuck swagger today. Anyway, this is the live stream, Krusty Canuck. So please ask me anything you'd like to know, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be shy. Don't be shy at all. Tell me what's on your mind. I'll gladly give you an answer to the best of my ability, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to light a smoke right now. Hope that nobody's offended, please. Gonna have a cigarette. Like I said, beginning of the show, there is smoking on this, so the show is not meant for kids either. But who am I to tell? From Colin MacArthur, if JT makes the booster mandatory, I'm going to lose my government job. Well, that's on you, man. By all means, do what's right for you. I'm not going to sit and tell anyone to get the jibby jab or not the jibby jab. That is up to you as the individual. Okay. Now, if that's being forced on you, then you can test it and then move to where your heart's desire. You've got my support. New Brunswick is a nice province. It is. It's a beautiful province. It's great. I've always had a great time when I was there. I met some great people, some good people that live there. I met some great leaders. I worked for some great leaders there. So there's nothing wrong with that at all. So how does refusing a medical experiment make me racist, misogynist? Yes, that was Justin's beautiful little speech that he put out in January just before the convoy happened. That's right, because some of them are misogynists and racists and anti-science. These are the same anti-scientists that said, little girls can get their breasts cut off and become men just like that, right? Which we all know, no, it's not going to happen. But see, that's the thing, you have every right not to take it. Okay? You have every right to. And it doesn't matter what your faith is, what your gender is, how you identify. If you don't want a needle, you don't have to get a needle. That's simple. Oh, pardon me. Yeah. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. And I think there might be another convoy in the works. I don't know. We'll have to see. But there might be something in the works. We'll have to wait and see what's going on here. But by all means, GTO Mama, do not cater in. If you think it's right for you, then you do it for you because you say so, not because your employer or your girlfriend or somebody says you must, right? Yeah, well, move to Alberta. Colin, you got your qualifications. They're looking for drivers out here. So by all means, my friend, hop on the Freedom Train and get your ass to Alberta. So he says we get 80% of the jab training. Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing, because when they first put these together, they first said they weren't going to be mandatory. And then they said, okay, we want you to get one. And now we want you to get two. And now, well, that's not mandatory. We're not going to need Vax passports. Now they want Vax passports. Now the ArriveCam app has don't get me going on that garbage. Okay. It is BS and it is garbage. So the best thing we can do as Canucks is say, no, we're not doing it. Jog on. We got things to do, like pay our bills and get back to work and get back to some real normalcy where we can spend time with our families, listen to some good music, drink a few beers, maybe drink some wine or whatever you want to drink. Smoke a big Cuban cigar and just put our feet up and say, yeah, we worked all goddamn week and we've deserved it and we've earned it. Shit simple, right? So, yeah, stand your ground, everybody. Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, if you like and hear what you see, please click like and subscribe and follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Podbean. You can also find the audio on Podbean, Player FM, Amazon, and other podcast sites of your desire, too. As far as I know, every time I put my audio episodes up, it gets distributed via Podbean there, too. So if you're not sure, check me out on YouTube and Facebook, and check me out on Rumble as well. And a big thank you out there to my new Rumble subscribers. Well done. Thank you very much. I'm up to 123, I think. So I'm close. It's getting there. It's getting some traction, but thank you very much, my Rumble subscribers out there. Don't be shy. So anyway, my Rumble subscribers too, please. If you're calling me from Rumble, let me know. And we can go through the flow. So yeah, well, that's the thing. I pay Alberta taxes too. I just explained what I paid. And really, I think a lot of tax is too much, right? Considering how much representation we have had the past 6 years, how much of our taxes have been represented well when infrastructure money has gone missing, when all these pay hikes have gone up for certain bigwigs, especially the Bank of Canada, Parliament, Even provincial parliaments said that too, right? Bureaucrats, Adina Henshaw received an additional $277,000 extra this year because of her dedicated work to Alberta Health. And yet it was her office and her goons that prosecuted a lot of Christian pastors and business owners for keeping the doors open in the name of safety, right? So I don't buy the bullshit there, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to give me $270,000 a year to do something, I'm bloody well going to do that job to the best of my ability. Why? Because I'm giving that ethic and that moral compass to do so. And if that means I have to close businesses down and shun people for taking a stand for what they believe in, then I guess I'm not really doing my job. I guess I'm not being an actual health official. I'm being a little fucking tyrant. Pardon my swearing. But I think you get my point, right? And don't be shy, folks. If you want to follow my podcast or my videos, please, you can check me on Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, Instagram, YouTube, Getter, and Podbean, too. Just to name a few spots there, too. I'm trying to expand my European audience as well. I really enjoy talking to some Europeans in regards to what's going on in their countries, especially the Dutch farmers, what they're going through. They're also going through a hell of a time with politics and nitrogen. Nitrogen is needed for growing things, just like carbon, because we're all carbon units. If I was going to quote Star Trek, we are all carbon units. So, don't buy the hype, ladies and gentlemen. Do not buy the hype. So, I'm getting some people on Facebook saying hello. Here we are. Some people saying hello. How are you? Good to see you. How's the wife and my kids? All that good stuff. Don't be shy, folks. Drop me a question or two. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know. Like I say, please consider subscribing, liking this content, and sharing it all around your social media platforms too. I'm not going to sit and sound like a desperate kid, but I put a lot of work into these little shows. I actually do take some notes and try to formulate an episode. A lot of it's off the cuff, but I don't have sheets upon sheets of programming that I do. I just put it together, formulate it, and try to get the word out there for you, my wonderful audience. So, GTO Mama, remember vaccine passports were a far right conspiracy theory. Yes, I do remember that. I remember Jason Kenney saying, "What's a vaccine passport?" And not even 2 months later, boom, here we go. Right? Have you got your papers? Did you have your jibby jab? Jawohl. Did you stick it this way? Stick it that way? Yes. You will eat the bugs and like them. You will not come here unless you get your jibby jab. Jawohl. That's right. Yes. I should wear my other uniform. Sorry, I am off on a tangent there. I think of Klaus Schwab and all these clowns as Dr. Evil. We've all seen Mike Myers, Austin Powers, and the spoof he has in the Bond films, right? But I think Klaus Schwab is more of an Ernst Blofeld from the actual Bond movies, petting his kitty cat, telling you to eat crickets and stuff, and don't drive your car, and you will live in a pod, live in a glorified tent. You will never shave you again. Yes, yes, you'll be happy. Exactly. Colin MacArthur, passports. Yeah, well, I won't. I won't. I won't use them. I won't show anything. I've done my part for king and country. I got my 2 notional jabs. I did it for my wife and I did it for my father. My father's a senior and my wife has a condition, so I am not gonna tolerate any more of this. I will not comply. That's simple. And if that means I lose my job or if I lose this or lose that, so be it. Honestly, I'm not going to comply. I won't. It was just no. You can sit there and shake fines at me all you want, but I know some people will help me get those tickets if I ever got a ticket, right? And we're going to start telling people off too. Don't tell me where to walk. Don't tell me what to think. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what gum to chew. Don't tell me when to scratch myself. Just mind your damn business. That simple, of course, right? But you'll probably get some more people out there who get their panties in a bunch and worry too damn much, right? Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, if you like and hear what you see, please click like, subscribe, and share this content all around your social media platform. Right? You can email me too at crustybcanuck67 at gmail.com. Just look at the red banner at the bottom of your screen there. You'll see my email address. Send me an email. Engage me in a debate or just, say something kind or something not so kind. Just be realistic about it. Okay. That's the thing. You can also find me or find my shop customizedgirl.com. I know people say, Krusty, why do you use Customized Girl? Well, it's because it's a decent shop and they make some decent products. And I've had no complaints from my customers so far on the quality of the items I sent them and some of the quality items that they purchased on their own, too. So by all means, check it out. Customized Girl links will be in the description in my Facebook and on my YouTube page, too, and in my Rumble as well. Don't be shy, folks. And if you do feel like donating, there's a link in the description of the Buy Me Coffee app, or just go right to krustycanuck.ca, look at donations, click on that, and donate what you can. I'm not going to sit and beg for coin, but if there's an abundance of young people out there shaking their tushes on TikTok and OnlyFans, why can't I make a few dollars too? Now, I'm not going to shake my butts for you all, unless you ask me nicely and, make an incentive out of it. But no, I think you get my point. So almost lost it last year. Someone asking for the papers. See, that's the thing. Asking for your papers. That is such a 1984 prediction, and even a Robert Heinlein prediction too. I read Starship Troopers at a very young age, and I thought that book was phenomenal. Right when I saw the movie, I was disappointed. It was decent eye candy, sci-fi explosions, monsters, big bangs. Okay, but it makes you think, right? And even though our beloved prime minister, he's had, I guess, the bug 3 times now, and he's what at his 5th booster, and he still got sick. So what's that tell you? So it's self-explanatory. Follow the money, right? The government makes money by purchasing this product, overseeing the product for the masses. Of course, they're going to get some kickbacks. It's just how crony capitalism works. That's nothing new, right? And that's not a conspiracy theory. That's just factual when it comes to fuel, when it comes to products, when it comes to mining products, mining rights, mass vaccination. Hell, even the masks they have sold to people, the government gets a kickback on it too. So I don't know. Like I say, stand your ground, Colin. Don't bother. Don't no. It's like, where's your mask? None of your damn business. Show me your needles. No, none of your damn business. That simple. That simple, ladies and gentlemen. So please don't be shy. I see about 10 is signed on here. So do not hesitate to ask me anything you'd like to know, ladies and gentlemen. By all means, ask me anything. Politics, music, the weather, my hat. I've had a few comments about the hat. So by all means, do not hesitate to ask me anything you'd like to know. Right? And on my Facebook page too, please do not hesitate. Do not hesitate to use the stars on my Facebook page. That'll help me out a great deal, right? Because that way it'll turn into money too. So, I got a couple more comments here from whom? Let's see here. From Chris. Yes, that was classic. And I will state again, ladies and gentlemen, okay, from somebody who got into politics, okay, unprofessional, yes, uncouth. But do you really blame the guy? Do you really blame the individual that said that to her? And how the mainstream media turned around and twisted it like it was some kind of big conspiracy. Oh my God, you're so cruel to women. That's so misogynistic. No, you're in the public eye. You are in charge of some very, very important things, and you're not looking after said important things. So, what do you expect the man to do? Offer you a sundae? Pull out a chair for you and go there, pat you in the head? We know you're trying. No, not at all. Not at all. So, yeah, it was funny. And I just love how the mainstream media twisted around it like it was some kind of misogynist attack, which is total BS. It's not misogynistic. It's not sexist to tell somebody off. You know, yeah. How many times I grew up with two sisters, so how many times do I hear about my sisters telling some guy off because he was a doofus or a jerk or a sexist, right? And yet when a guy tells a woman off, oh my god, oh, you can't do that. Why not? You're not capable of taking responsibility for your shit? I don't buy that, at all, and it's not sexist to say. If you're a functioning adult and you take responsibility to do a job and you don't do that job, then someone's gonna tell you to do your effing job. It's that simple. So, yeah. Oxygen depreciation behind the masks. Yeah, I would say so. I actually have a doctor's note that tells me I cannot wear the mask for longer periods of time. Even when I wear a scarf in wintertime, when we get that bitter cold, I sometimes just gotta take it down because it's something it just doesn't sit right. It's one thing when I'm scuba diving, right? But it's another thing when I'm out in public and I have the mask on too long. I just gotta take it off. I just it's like chewing on tinfoil. I just gotta get rid of it? So that's the thing. So, but please, ladies and gentlemen, don't hesitate. Please ask me anything you'd like to know. And if anybody is representing the Fiverr brand and they're contacting me saying that they'll promote my podcast for this price and that price, not interested. Sorry, not into bots, not into phony procedures, ladies and gentlemen. I will not tolerate it. So I will not tolerate it. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. All right. What am I getting here? I'll get a few more. I'll get some questions here from somebody. Somebody's saying hello. Okay, bear with me, folks. There we go. Okay, carrying on. Let's see. Had bronchial surgery. My surgeon. See, that's the thing. Some people demand notes. Some people don't demand notes. It would be safe just to get a note, just to cover your tracks, just to be safe, and let powers that be saying my personal physician said I should not wear a mask, right? Because used to tell us when we were kids, "Do you have a doctor's note to prove you were late for school?" Well, okay. Here's my note to say I'm not wearing this damn mask. Just stick with it. You know, just defy it. No more. Just defy it. No bloody more. So, don't be shy, folks. Say hello. Drop in and say hi. Ask me anything you'd like to know. Don't try to sell me anything because I'm not buying it. But we'll go from there too. We can go from there, my friends. Don't be shy. Say hello. Well, and consent would be, if you get checked out by a doctor, you're volunteering your time to go get checked out by a doctor. You can ask the doctor saying, "Can you please write me a note to verify I cannot wear this, or I cannot eat this, or I cannot do this?" Right? That's the thing. So, Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like you should question some of these mandates that have come and gone. You know, how's this going to benefit your business? How's this going to benefit the general public? Oh, the science, the safety. Well, sorry, science was wrong. Look at our own prime minister. He got sick how many times? How many jabs? And the science was wrong. And he still promoted the whole get this, get that. It's a joke. Yeah. And during the time, I maybe got the sniffles, and I got like a light cold for about 3 or 4 days since this thing started. So yeah, a lot of us didn't get sick, and now I'm not condemning anybody who did, right? But I'm not going to panic about it either, too. So it's that simple, right? It is that simple. So don't be shy, ladies and gentlemen. Ask me anything you want to know. I'm getting more and more people signing on. So please ask me a question via the comments section here, too. Let me know what's on your mind. And if you like and hear what you see, please click like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and comment too. And I will put up just a little advert for you here. In the meantime, I got to sort some technical stuff out here. So by all means.
Stay updated and follow Krusty Canuck on Facebook, Twitter, Gab, Telegram, YouTube, and Podbean. Subscribe today and donate at krustycanuck.ca.
And that's right. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get more comments here from people. Oh, where did it go? Oh, there they were. Surgeon told you must have had COVID. That my bronchial surgery was required. I had 0 symptoms. Weird. That's almost like saying your catalytic converter is screwed up. You must come and get a new one just because they want to sell you one. How long did you wait for that appointment, Miss GTO? Transport Minister. Yeah, he's the kind of kid you want to pick on, right? He's got that squirrely hair and those glasses and, almost like a Millhouse. Oh, my glasses. Right. I don't know. I don't trust any of the liberal brand. There's nothing liberal about the Liberal Party anymore. There hasn't been anything liberal about the Liberal Party as far as I'm concerned since at least God, 2012, I believe. When they actually stood up for something to Afghan, But even then, the Chrétien liberals towards the end and the Martin liberals did not impress me at all under any circumstance, under any amount of defense spending, under anything to do with world affairs. They just no failed to catch up, failed to launch. They had their own scandals to worry about, and every one of them, one way or the other, was a career politician too, right? So, no, I'm not impressed with the brand. Conservatives, some of them are okay. When I was doing my campaign, there was a couple of conservatives I had some good talks with, and it's surprisingly enough how a lot of them are liberty based too, based in liberty. You do what you want. I don't care. As long as you hit people taking their stuff, that's fine. And that's basically that's classic liberalism at its finest, right? So it has nothing to do with what party you're with. It's just how you're going to treat people. And my philosophy is simple: live and let live to the finest of your own ability. Right? I don't care who lives here. I don't care who lives there. Who does this? Who does that? Knock yourself out as long as you're not hitting people taking their stuff. But there's a lot of politicians, a lot of leaders, bureaucrats out there who want to play touchy feel, grab this, grab that, take this, tell you when to do this, tell you when to do that. And They don't care about the repercussions. As GTO Mama said there earlier, too, no one's accountable. No one's accountable. Oh, it's not my fault. It's because of this. Even our beloved prime minister blaming climate change and why people are so angry. Oh, the climate's changing. That's why people are angry. No, people are angry because your policies, your party, and your bureaucracy has fucked it up for everybody. That's why people are angry. It just happens to be hot outside. That's all. Yeah, I heard about things like that, GTO Mama. Yeah. Have to get a surgery because the doctor says so, but you got to take a test or no surgery. Like, no. Like, I found this in my mailbox. We all know what this is. Rapid response, right? Have I used it? Nope. Sorry. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Sorry. Right? Because this time of year, when things get cooler, people do get sick. Right? It gets dry, it gets hot, it gets cold, dry, hot, cold, up and down, up and down. It screws with people's senses. It's allergy seasons too. Right? So, but I'm sorry you had to go through that, GTO Mama. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Okay. Yes, I'm just getting some spam sorted here, ladies and gentlemen. Please, if you like and hear what you see, click like and subscribe on my live streams. Let me know. Send me a comment or two. To my viewers that are watching live, don't hesitate to say hello. Ask me something you'd like to know. I'm seeing about 6 people on, and no one wants to ask me questions except for GTO and Colin there. So I needed surgery, believe me. Asked my surgeon, when did I move to North Korea? And what was his response or her response? Silence. So obviously, yeah, I'm not going to question the credibility and the dedication that men and women have committed to understanding medicine. You're on your feet, long hours, lots of studying, lots of absorbing a lot of knowledge. But when medical professionals are used as pawns, I can see how frustrated some of them get. But in the same sense, you're supposed to do no harm. So if they're doing harm, then are they really doing their jobs? That's the thing. So I'm not going to sit and put the tinfoil hat on and go, oh my God, look at all these athletes that have fallen down. Look at all these other people that have been hurt because of these shots. Something ain't right. We all know that something inside of us is not right. So I miss the days where you can actually just turn the radio and listen to some good music. I miss the days where you can turn on the television and watch a great TV show without worrying about woke models. I miss the days where you could go to a bookstore and actually try to find some decent science fiction or decent fiction or decent politics without people getting their panties in a bunch. You know, now, okay, the world's changing again because there's overseers, overwatchers, and people are afraid to take a fucking stand, right? Like Jeremy McKenzie there from Diagolon. That was a great joke. That humor is fucking hilarious. That's the kind of humor I had when I was in the military. Okay. And all the mainstream media pounced on him because, oh, he's a right-wing conspiracy. He wants to create his own country. Diagolon. It was a joke. If you actually watch any of his streams and his feeds, you can see the humor in him. And the man's pissed. I don't blame him. Put his ass on the line for his king and country, queen and country. Well, queen and king of country. And what comes out of it? Right? Politics. Yours truly spent 20 years serving. And I've had to deal with my rumblings with paperwork and filing this and reinstating that and filing that again and mailing this off and playing phone tag with individuals. It gets frustrating. So Safe equals zero liability, effective, big harm. Yeah. Making huge. Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are, because of our elected officials. Because they get a little kickback too, a little slap and tickle here, slap and tickle there. A bit of a reach around there, give you a little peck on the cheek and a peck in your wallet. Oh, that's nice. Right? Self-explanatory. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any more questions for me, do not hesitate to ask. Ask me anything you want to know about music, about history, about myself, my hat, my attire, what I do for a living, what I like to do on my free time. If you want to get to know Krusty Canuck, here's your chance, ladies and gentlemen. So here, climate change cops. Now, I heard some rumblings about that. I heard some rumblings, but it wouldn't surprise me if there's something on paper someplace to make that happen. You've got your heat too high and your house. We can't allow that. But it's -40 outside. No, no, no. Gotta turn it down. Turn it down. Save the planet. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. It would actually have something like that. And it would really surprise me too, people who'd want to do that job to go out and enforce said bullshit as well. You know. Yeah. Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me they're calling. So wouldn't surprise me at all. So cutting out more smut. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like every time I go live or I put a new episode up, I get all these individuals who say, I want to sell you views. I want to help you out. Oh, I'll do these wonderful things for you. It takes people like you out there, ladies and gentlemen, to make it happen. So, like I say, if you like and hear what you see, please click like, subscribe, share this content all around your social media platforms. I'm trying to open up the market to a European audience. I want to get more Brits, more French, more Germans, more Italians, more Bulgarians, and more people from all over Europe to watch this show. I've got a few American friends and a lot of American fans, a lot of Canadian fans now. It's building up some Australian fans. So shout out to Australia out there. Shout out to my friends in Britain and the few friends I have in Germany. Hello, guten Tag, all that good stuff. But please click like, subscribe, share this content all around your social media platforms too. I'm getting more people signing on as I see the little counter up here on the top left-hand corner. So please, ladies and gentlemen, don't be hesitant. Ask me anything you'd like to know. Excuse me. G2, kind of sad when bots is all they got. Well, it's just a scam too. It's like I'm sure some of you is on Facebook too have seen some of the pages that have come up. You get a friend request from somebody, and this person's from this area, that area, and you're not worried about where they're from. You just look at their profile and say, oh, okay, probably a decent person, decent gal, decent guy. Yeah, okay, we'll shoot the shit. Hey, how are you? How's it going? Hey, have you heard about this great program? Have you heard of that? Like, and okay, scammer, boom, delete. Nice try. I've actually asked a couple individuals too lately. It's like, how much do you get paid to peddle this shit? Like, you getting some kind of kickback? Some fancy abbreviation, some government handout program. Oh, just go to this link and go to that link. Click on here, click on there. And do these individuals understand that their profiles are getting hijacked, or are they just doing it willingly because they might get a few extra bucks in their, Facebook Christmas stocking? I don't know. But I've had to delete maybe about 6 people this month already doing that. Have you tried this program and tried this program? Oh, have you heard about this program? Oh my goodness. It's like Publishers Clearinghouse. Have you tried this out? Have you tried that out? My God, bend over and kiss your knees. Try this, try that. Oh, you'll love it. It's a great remedy. Like, we've all heard it. So, but back to GTO Mama bots is all they got. It's just, setting up fake accounts, fake words, fake accounts for about a week or two. Then they'll delete all the accounts. So everything that has been witnessed, apparently is just null and void. The last time I used that service, I fell into the trap. It only cost me about $30. But the point being, I told this individual what I needed and what I wanted to see, so that's why I only spent $30. But not even a week later, she tried to come back and tell me, oh, I tried to sell you in the States. And it's like, well, no, I'm seeing India, I'm seeing Pakistan, I'm seeing Bangladesh, I'm seeing countries that really don't give two shits about Canada and what us Canucks have to say. And they might have watched maybe 10, 20 seconds. Like my intro alone is a minute. I should condense my intro, but it's just like shake my head. No, sorry, no more. Delete, 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 whatever. So that's the thing. And even Twitter bots too. But I've had some good feedback from Twitter as well. I've gained a couple of fans from Twitter since they started opening things up a bit more too, because the whole Elon Musk thing. But no, I'm happy with where things are going now. It's getting slow, but sure. I'd like to reach 10,000 subscribers. That way I can get some decent advertising up there as well. But I'd like to get some more Rumble subscribers. So if you're on Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, please just click like subscribe to me on Rumble as well too. There's no censorship. There's no nothing. Just go to Rumble. So, but please, ladies and gentlemen, ask me anything you'd like to know. By all means, I'm seeing about 7 people signing on. So I've got 2 people asking me all these questions. So that means there's 5 there that are not asking me anything. So please ask me what you'd like to know. I am here. I'm here to share my wisdom. So, like I say, you can also find me on Podbean, Rumble, Brighteon, Amazon, and Player FM. You can also find me on Getter. You can find me on Instagram as well too. When Instagram allows me to put my episodes up, I do it. So I don't know what the problem is with Instagram, but they let me get my pictures up there, and then they say they take my videos, and they don't take my videos. So I don't know. I just, I don't have time to sit and worry about it. I don't need that kind of validation. But I will thank my audience so far who's stuck with me since I started this podcast. Thank you very much. And another round of applause. There you go. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. I am much appreciative of everything that's been said and has been shown my way since I started this podcast because of people like you. Like I say, you like and hear what you see, click like and subscribe, all that stuff. Justin Turdo. Hello, Turdo. Let's go, Turdo. Yes, let's go, Turdo. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Oh, and just a warning, I'm smoking again, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm a filthy cigarette smoker, but still, I pay my taxes, do my job, and I help people out when I can. So, by all means, ladies and gentlemen, ask me anything you'd like to know. The next 20 minutes is dedicated to you, my audience. So, by all means. All righty. Yeah, I'm just getting some more spammers on here too. It seems like I said, like clockwork. I had that problem the last time I went live too. I go live and then all these, bot promoters come up, Call the climate cops for soaking all? You mean smoking? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. No offense, Colin, working your diction just a little bit, buddy. You know. No offense, dude. You know. GTO mama. Every time I step on my deck, I hear dick. Faux pas. Every time I step on my deck, I hear vaxi taxis. Okay. I haven't. I've heard a few fire trucks and some police cars in my area, but I haven't heard any of that. Which I just thought about that. What is where's your location there, GTO? Like, give me a rough estimate. You don't have to tell me where you live. Okay. Okay. So Vancouver. A lot of people getting sick, or are you getting sick because of the jibby jabs? Hmm. Mm. Well, good for you there, Justin. I don't know. Like I say, I'm probably going to run the next election under the Veterans Coalition Party banner again. I just hope that when I do, that some of the candidates actually show up to the political discussions. Because last election, there were two that never showed up. The Liberal, right? Well, actually, she was never there the whole time. I did four town halls, and she never showed up to any of them. And the Greenie never showed up to the last one, probably because I put him in his place. Yeah. So I let him know that you got to stop putting colors to things. That's just not right. Let him know. So not sure. Well, I'm pretty sure that the conservatives will kick some ass. A lot of people are fed up with the libtards. Even bloody Vancouver. I thought Vancouver used to be the hippie capital of Canada, right? And I can tell Vancouverites are getting tired of the NDP model, and especially the broken New Coke model of the Liberal Party. So, well, I appreciate that, Justin. Thank you. And you want to know something? You could check out the Veterans Coalition Party yourself right now and maybe sign up for your riding. Hey, you don't have to be a vet to join. You know, it can add some brownie points to your campaign, but you don't have to be a veteran to join. Anyone can join the Veterans Coalition Party. Hence the term Veterans Coalition, meaning that it's united with Canadians. So, yeah. Where am I located? I am located west of Edmonton, Alberta. I was born and raised in Ontario, so I'm an Ontario guy, but I'm also a blue collar aficionado. I come out here in 2008 with the military, retired out here from my time of service at 20 years. Met my wonderful wife in 2013. Regression, I met her in 2012. Married her in 2013, and it's been a good go ever since. Minus my affliction with PTSD and some situations and some incidents that reared their ugly heads. No pun. But a lot of that's under control now. A lot that's been dealt with, and I'm working anywhere from 45 to 50 hours a week. Pay my bills. COVID took my savings for a real run. I had a good chunk of savings locked away, and because of beer bug, I had to spend a lot of money. And that's the way, so well, well, you have a criminal record. Okay. What does a Liberal Party have? Hmm? Think about that. I have to put the 3D effect in there. Honestly, like, don't worry about it. You know, no, don't worry about it. If you want to get in there, go for it, Justin. Well, thank you. And coming from you, I appreciate that statement. When someone says, "Thank you for your service," when I get that from a politician, I get the old, okay. Or I think of Paul Lynde from Hollywood Squares. Full steam ahead, that kind of thing. So, okay. Well, you stole a truckload of TVs 20 years ago. What has the Liberal Party done the past 6 years? How many billions of dollars have gone away? Hmm? What have they stolen? Do we not have a prime minister that actually try to convince our chief of justice to lie in his favor? If you want to, go for it, man. That's all up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You do what you want with your own time. But Maybe there might be somebody that you know in your area that will run for the Veterans Coalition Party. There's a plan, right? So keep those questions coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing more and more people sign on, but no one's saying anything. So by all means, please don't be shy. I like to put these live streams on to let you, my wonderful audience, know who I am. I'm just down to earth like everybody else. I just speak my mind. And that should not be intimidating by any means, ladies and gentlemen. It should not be intimidating at all. So please let me know in the comments or via email, what Krusty can do for you. So, like I say, if you like it, hear what you see, please click like, subscribe, share this content all around your social media platforms. Help the algorithm, help us young guys, not so young, but independent folks get the words out there so you, the audience, can view and assess for yourself. Kind of like Rod Serling, submitted for your approval, right? That's the thing. Comes to your approval as the viewer, the consumer, the taxpayer, whatever you want to do. So please share this stuff all around your social media feeds. And I'm going to ask, please check out my store too. Get some Krusty Canucks swagger as well. Like I got t-shirts, I got hats, links in the description there for you too. Customized Girls Shop. Summer's almost over, so grab yourself some summer gear for next year if you want, or as a present for somebody. Do what you can. Help this podcast out. So, parents meeting with school boards like they are in the USA. Around here, I haven't heard much, but I'm hearing rumblings in some of the major cities, Calgary, Edmonton especially. A few of that. Some rumblings in Ontario, what I heard from some family members, which is a good thing because they're dead against this whole woke mantra, the gender bending mantra and everything too. They want live and let live as possible, but they want 6-year-old boys and girls to learn about 6-year-old boys and girls things. They don't want to worry about sexuality. So what do I think about the Queen? People laughing at the Queen's death. Well, I'm an advocate for free speech. I don't agree with it. I personally think that we don't need a monarchy anymore. That's just me. I'm not saying abolish everything to do with the monarchy in Canada. Keep some traditions alive. Noticing certain holidays and days, but when it comes to governance, we don't need it. I believe that if we're going to have a governor general, then that governor general should be elected, not appointed. Same as our senators, they should be elected, not appointed. And when it comes to full representation of this country, it should be on the prime minister's shoulders. And they better start doing a better job. I personally didn't laugh when Her Majesty passed away. She was old, she was frail. She's seen a lot of the world in her 70-year reign. Fine. But when these people laugh and start pointing fingers and calling her, a white supremacist and a colonialist, it's like, I remember my basic high school history where North America and South America were colonies of one or the other at one time. So that colonialism statement has nothing to do with anything at all anymore. I mentioned in my last episode, what if Spain kicked Britain's ass, or what if France kicked Britain's ass? What would we be speaking? So basically, it's just anti-European sentiment at its best. Could the royal family done more to fix something, to change something? Sure. Could our own government have done more to fix something and change something? You're bloody well right. But people want to laugh at the Queen passing, fine. Let them laugh, whatever. They're not laughing when they look at their 20s, and if they got stacks of 20s. So that's the thing. Buzz Mooski. Let's see here. Congratulations, Sweden, for going right wing. They have a new prime minister now. I'm not following Swedish politics, so. Well, yeah, time and place for everything. A lot of Canadians aren't fans as they used to be at one time, but out of respect and tradition, yeah, you can keep certain pennants and cap badges, what have you. Currency's fine. But when it comes to anything governance in this country, let Canada decide, right? Yes, we touched on it briefly in my high school years. Not enough, though, as far as I'm concerned. That's something that should be put there, the same as understanding how Confederation come about too. That deserves its light, big time. And especially with the church's involvement in that monstrosity, especially the sitting government in each decade that did nothing about it. So I'm not teaching Canadian. I don't want to teach and tell other Canadians to hate your government, but I want to bring some accountability here. I'm a firm believer in truth and reconciliation, firm believer. But we got to find the truth. Dig up those mass graves, find the truth, find the paperwork, find the reports. Who is responsible? I'm sure there's still a few people out there alive that are responsible, who knew what was going on. Find the truth. That's simple. So, excuse me. History or her story, doesn't matter. History or their story. It's up to us as individuals to find out, right? Whether it comes from an encyclopedia you have in your library or asking someone who lived it, right? You find a better understanding of World War II to the people that actually fought in that war. You find a better understanding of the Vietnam War from people who actually were there. You find better truth when you talk to people that are actually in Afghanistan. So whether it's my story or a nurse's story or an officer's story, I'm not going to sit there and say lived experience because you experience things. You don't have to have lived experience. You have to put the adjective on there. I hope it was a lived experience. Was it a dead experience? So everyone's story, right? Those who are responsible should step up to the plate, but we're not going to find that now, are we? Right. But it's up to us as individuals to figure that out for ourselves and to find out for ourselves. That's why you have independent media outlets popping up everywhere, independent journalists, people who have some training in journalism, people who don't have any training in journalism, just going out trying to find a story, to talk to people, to listen, to share, to, come up with your own conclusion, take a best guess and trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. So. Well, my experiences were minimal compared to some of my friends. There were some heartbreaking situations, yeah. But it woke me up to a lot of things. And I mean, woke me up to reality, not woke as in, the trendy buzzword. So. Old dictionaries. Well, it depends where you look. I'm sure any Salvation Army store might have them. I know they keep trying to rewrite certain words. Talk to some of your in-laws. They might have some old dictionaries someplace. The trick I would say to people is you can find old encyclopedias, even better. I got a whole stack of Britannicas I bought here about 5 years ago. I left the service. I had a few extra bucks in the bank. And I'm like, okay, I'll go, buy something. So I bought a couple of bookshelves and I bought a whole whack of Encyclopedia Britannica. And puts Wikipedia to shame because you don't need a fucking citation to read those things. They're there for a reason, right? So. Sometimes, Justin, it is. Sometimes it is. If you want reference to what I've talked about, my overseas experience, check out my remembrance episode. It's on my YouTube page that I did last November. That'll give you some insight. Osmuski, Sweden's looks to be right wing conservative coalition. Okay, well, good for Sweden. Now let's hope let's hope they bring some of that know-how here. Not because I want a conservative coalition. I would like to see a little more representation and responsibility. Right? I'd like to see a little more liberty, a little more common sense go a long way. We've all heard about that shooting that happened in Toronto. Right? The police officer minding his own business and he got gunned down because he was on a training exercise. And of course, the liberals can be all over that thinking, oh my God, gun crime, we have more gun laws. rather than punish the individual that was responsible, right? So, well, yeah, mandates are a suggestion, recommendation. They're not law. It's common sense. It's a suggestion, you know, recommendation, but a recommendation brought to you by force and cohesion, or blackmailing or extortion. Hey, if you don't do this, we're going to take a few $100 out of you, eh? Yeah. So you can add whatever you want to that. So don't be shy, folks. Ask me anything you'd like to know. Try to be an open book in this show. So by all means, folks, don't be shy. Oh, I'm getting more smut here. Really? What do these people want? Come on. Not interested. Again. Sorry, it ain't gonna happen. One of these individuals. All right. Okay, I'm not getting too much feedback, which is good this time anyway. So, like I say, ladies and gentlemen, don't be shy. Say hello. You get your jibby jab, we'll give you a cheeseburger and get you get you a motorboat. Get on that, right? Ooh, that sounds like a good deal. Can I get 2 patties and 2 rub downs? Oh boy. Oh, please. Oh god, that's a good trade-off. God, I feel like I'm 13 again. Oh shit. No, no, I don't think so. Do I have any connections in Afghan? I heard it was great hash in that country. Fantastic hash. Not that I would know personally, but yeah. No, no, I'm not a big hash guy. I like the old fashioned weed the odd time. Smoke a nice little hoolie, put on 2112 and just go off. But yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah. I have no idea. Maybe Buzmooski might know. You know, I know Dominion's a Canadian company. Oh, I'm all for supporting Canadian companies when it benefits Canadians, you know, but I'm not sure. Yeah, talk to Buzmooski there. Buzmooski, do they use Dominion machines in Sweden? Don't be shy, folks. Send me your questions and your queries via live here. I put these live streams on so you can get to know me on more of a personal level. And I don't mind sharing stories as long as they're proper stories. To Justin there, some of those Afghan stories are meant to be saved for another time. So maybe sometime in the future, I might do an episode where I talk to some fellow vets and some fellow buddies of mine where we can sit and just chew the fat and record the conversation. And I might put it online with their permission, of course, but I might not too. There's still some soft spots there. So no offense to you. I'm glad you want to know, but there's some things left unsaid right now. So once you're taking Ukraine into proxy war, I don't like bullies picking on anybody. I don't care if they're Russians. I don't care if they're Americans. I don't care if they're Brits, French, whatever. But when it comes to Russia, they should have just minded their business. Ukraine's got their own problems to sort out. They have their own corruption, right? But everybody has a piece to make out of it except for you and me, right? My best guess is this. If NATO got involved, it's World War III. If NATO doesn't get involved, it's probably going to die out. As much as I hate to see anybody suffer, I know a lot of Ukrainian people, especially descendants in this area, that are passionate about their homeland and their culture, but they're not passionate about getting into a dirty fucking war because of proxy or because of NATO or because the UN or because some politician says this and says that. What annoys me most about that whole thing is that Germany come to Canada asking Canada for assistance, and our fucking sock puppet prime minister says, let's use hydrogen. We've got a lot of natural gas we can give to Europe and help them out with. They'll put a lot of Canadians to work that will take a giant chunk of our national debt and put Canada on the map as a caring and giving and solid country again. But, powers that be don't want to do that. So. Justin Trudeau, I think we should only fight when attacked. We don't need to intervene in Yemen or Somalia. Well, you got a good point. And in one of my episodes there back in the spring, I posed a question to my audience in regards, let's say you're out with your wife and you're walking your dog and you look up in the sky and you see these parachutes coming down, right? And if you're not living anywhere near a military base in Canada, you see that happening. What's going on? At that moment, ladies and gentlemen, if that moment ever happens to you between now and the rest of your lives, guess what? You're soldiers. So that's all I can say about that. GTO Mama, they're getting a little close to Russia to antagonize. Who knows? Who knows what goes behind some of these closed doors? Who knows what is said? Who knows what is being wheeled and dealed as we speak? I think we as Canadians, we have to sort our NATO commitment out big time. I would like to see personally 2.5% GDP put into our military spending. That means cut some of the MPs' pay. That means cut down some of the perks that the MPs give themselves. And that means funding proper infrastructure, roads, water, clean water, especially for all peoples in this country, right? Get rid of some of the fat, get rid of some of the cream and making sure the milk is still pure. You know what I mean? So.
Stay updated and follow Krusty Canuck on Facebook, Twitter, Gab, Telegram, YouTube, and Podbean. Subscribe today and donate at krustycanuck.ca.
And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Sort of a little tidbit there. I have to do some advertisement there too, and trying to make my show a little more effective so you don't get all sleepy over my hypnotic voice there. So as I was saying, when it comes to NATO expenditure and all that, Canada has always lagged behind in that since the late 1960s. And yes, I will point the fingers at one special government for making that happen too, right? I'm not saying we have to put our resources together to make one hell of a big, strong military, but a military that's going to be ready to go when it's needed, whether it's a peace support operation or a security operation, or heaven forbid, another bloody war. Okay, we have to get rid of this idea that Canada was peacekeepers, because at one time we were, but that was not our only position. Okay, you were trained in peace support operations, right? But there has to be a truce between two warring factions before you send any kind of peacekeepers to sort out the mess. Okay, and when it comes down to the operations that our governments have promoted, they've kept a lot of things under the rug and a lot of things hush hush. Just talk to members who fought in the Medak Pocket in 1993, and they'll tell you some great stories. So, but that's all I'm going to say about that. Please, ladies and gentlemen, have any more questions or queries, do not hesitate to ask me. Right? You can also find me at krustybcanuck67@gmail.com. I know I've had some European individuals come on lately. Don't be shy to my friends in Europe. Ask me anything you want to know. Right? If you can't say it in English, then type it in your native language and I will translate it and I will answer to you as best as I can. So, right. Well, that's the thing, Mama. There are a lot of Dutch, a lot of French, a lot of Polish, a lot of countries in Europe during World War II that weren't fighters, but they defended and they became fighters. So the last thing I would like to see in this country is good people become fighters because then they become monsters. So, well, use soldiers to the best of your ability as long as not treated like goddamn cannon fodder. The reason soldiers came in during the pandemic is because La Belle Province and certain Ontario homes couldn't get their shit together. So they had to call in the military to sort some things out. And some of the things they found were just, wow. Filthy corners, filthy laundry, fecal matter, urine. Like it's just an abomination. And if you're the type of person that wants to send your parents to a home, you'd want to send your parents to a good, clean, functioning home, right? So that's self-explanatory, especially when some of these places are subsidized by the provincial and federal governments alike. So not only does Joe Blow down the road, who wants to make sure his elderly mama's looked after, he's paying something per month to do that. Government kicks in, steps their piece in, and the federal government puts their piece in. And then you find that poor lady is lying in her own filth. What kind of garbage is that? Right? Now, there's two sides to every story. But if someone's lying in their filth, that means someone's not doing their fucking job. And those people that aren't doing their fucking jobs, they deserve one thing: to get fired. So that thing. Dave Hemington. Hi, Dave. How are you? I'm good. You can say I get horrified. Shouldn't. Well, exactly. Even if it's a private care home, because you're paying a set price to look after something. And if that home cannot put together the service that you pay for, then should be sued or reimbursed. Okay. Accountability. That's the big word, ladies and gentlemen. Accountability, right? So, well, I got a few more minutes here, ladies and gentlemen. So please send me your questions and your queries. You can also find me at CrustyBCanuck67 at gmail.com if you'd like to hear what you see. Please send me an email. Send me some comments, right? And if you want to find me on YouTube, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Getter too. I'm on Twitter. I'm on all the big, big social media platforms there too. There's my advert there. Like I say, find me on Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, Instagram, Getter, and Podbean too. And I want to thank you all for watching and listening as you always do, because my audience, you guys are fucking awesome. And I want to give you another round of applause there, right? So give yourself a good pat on the back for watching the Krusty Connect show. Maybe the live streams or the podcast too. So don't be shy. Don't be shy. So Jagmeet wants to nationalize all care homes. Yeah, wouldn't that be a great idea? Just like his dental plan, right? So $10 dental and $15 home care. No, see, that's the thing. Like, the government can do a better job without it's getting its hands in it. I actually had a little spat debate there with a guy on Twitter. He claimed to be some 20-year veteran of the mainstream media. So I don't care where he worked. He might have been a producer. He might have been an engineer. He might be a scriptwriter. I don't know. But he was all up in arms because I told him about libertarian principles. And he was all scared about air traffic controllers and roads. Now, I told him when it comes to air traffic control, you hire people that are qualified in said position. And when it comes to road, you hire people that can fix the roads. Preferably fix the roads where they can last anywhere from 5 to 10 years rather than every other year, because we both know we have two seasons in Canada. We have winter and we have construction. Right? That's self-explanatory. So when it comes to government reach out or government reach around, whatever, how many times have we all seen construction on our major highways in every major city? 3 times out of 10 years, per se. Okay. I can honestly say I've seen so much construction in Toronto. Okay. From the time I flew, the first time I flew home back in 2009, construction. 2011, construction. 2012, 13, 16, construction. All that construction around the Toronto airport. You think they'd get it right. Now, it's not the construction workers' fault. It's not the asphalt layers. It's not the people that know how to build the roads. It's the governments that spend the ridiculous amounts of money on these tenders to prolong these events, that prolong these projects. Okay. Doesn't take much to build a road. Doesn't really. You can get a community of 30 people to invest $1,000 or $1,500 a piece saying, we want this stretch of highway fixed this way. It can be done. Might take a bit more time, but it can be done. And I can guarantee you that road will probably last you a good 10 years without it having to be repaired again. So when someone talks to me about, oh, what about roads? Let municipalities look after it. Let provinces look after that, as they should. But hire the right people to do the right job, right? And if they say, okay, we need $50,000, fine, you pay them. But then that company better do what you pay them to do. And with the amount of overreach the government has in everyone's lives, you would think they could monitor a project like that properly with no deviations. But who am I? Right? So, like I say, ladies and gentlemen, if you like and hear what you see, please click like and subscribe and check out my podcast on YouTube, Podbean, and Rumble, too. To my Rumble fans and Rumble listeners and subscribers, thank you once again. And a round of applause for you lot. Awesome. Keep subscribing, keep liking, all that good stuff too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Inefficiency seems to be a prerequisite in government. Yes, government, not government. 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 I should start using that accent more often. Government. When I trust the government, I just don't trust anybody. Government. And like bubbles, that's right. Self-explanatory. I'm going to see more people signing on. Please ask me anything you want to know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing about 10 people sign on to watch this show. So please don't hesitate. Ask me anything you want to know. Right? Anything. Don't be shy. If I can hear what you see, like I say, subscribe, like, and comment, all that good stuff too. Right? Links in my description for my shop and where to donate to. If you want to give me $5 a month, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm working on a bit of a gimmick per se. I'm going to try to get some extra t-shirts and some extra mugs and hats and have some giveaways based on what you want to give me every month too. So stay tuned for that on my community page on Facebook and on YouTube for updates and all that good stuff. So Buzz Mooski, let's see. Just wants to create a national dental plan now, like he's scared of an election. Well, of course, that was the little deal he made there with Yagmeet, right? A little poke here, a little poke there. Okay, we'll get a little tickle here. Now, when it comes to dental work, I'm well aware. Trust me, I need some dental work done too. But they could do a better job in incorporating dental procedures into our healthcare plan. Plans that every province already has. Right. So I'm not keen on Justin's plans. Even today, when he was talking about the national plan to keep inflation down, like, okay, so you're going to give people a GST rebate. Great. Whoop-de-doo. That's what, maybe $60 every 3 months? Oh, thanks. I can get some gasoline in that magazine I've always wanted. Oh, fucking A. Thanks, Justin. Take care, Justin. All the best. The subway line has been getting redone for the last few decades. Bad construction. The last time I was in TO, I heard that too. And that was in 2016. Yeah, I heard that too, Buzzmooski. Progress. Hey, gotta love it. Fucking A. Torontonian taxpayers, paying foot in the bill on that, right? They gotta have a big Nike sign, don't they? Yeah, of course. That's right. So, yeah, I hear you, Buzzmooski. So I hear you loud and clear. Yeah, that was 2016. Last time I was in Toronto, before my mother's passing. Flew the TO. Still a busy airport. But yeah, I remember hearing that in the news and my sister talking about it because she liked to take the subway. Yeah. Oh, goddamn Eglinton again. Yep. That was 6 years ago, man. Oh, we need another cable. We need some more tarmac here. Oh, we need some more plaster here. Oh, we need some of this here. Oh, we need some of that. Yeah. Heard it all before. Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, like I hear what you see, please like, subscribe, and share this content all around your social media platforms. Here at Krusty Canuck, we just try to get the word out. At least I do. I work alone, but I'm trying to sound important still. But by all means, ladies and gentlemen, like, subscribe, share this content all around, and please check out my shop, customizedgirl.com/s/Krusty Canuck. Hats, swimsuits, all that good stuff. Try to get some of your summer swagger before the summer officially ends there next week, right? 22nd is the first day of autumn. And before you know it, there'll be more snow. And then we'll have like 5 months of winter. Ugh, good. But oh well, we can handle it. We're Canucks. We can do it very well. So, any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? Please keep your questions coming forward here. I'm going to shut this down in another few minutes. It's been a really good hour and a half. Like I say, stay tuned to my community page on YouTube and my Facebook page under Krusty Canuck to find updates on what's going on with my podcast and what's going on with other events. And of course, access to my shop and all that too. So, pretty sure NATO was to accept Ukraine in NATO. Something like that, as far as I know. I'll have to look into that again too. But there was a lot of hearsay, close calls. But I don't know. Like I said, if NATO screws around, who knows what Putin would do? But Putin would be stupid to fire any kind of big rockets. You know what I mean? So that's self-explanatory. Well, if there's no more questions, ladies and gentlemen, I believe I'll be shutting this down in the next couple of minutes. So get your questions in as soon as you can. Can everybody tell me where they're writing to me from? I'm just west of Alberta. I'm east of Edmonton, so please, I'm in a town called Wainwright, Alberta. There, I said it. Oh my goodness, pretty scary, eh? But yeah, that's right. That's where I lay my hat, ladies and gentlemen. So please tell me where you're all writing and watching from. I'll wait. Okay. Oh, no one wants to say hello. All right. So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, well, Wyerton. Okay. Yeah, Dave's from Wyerton. Yeah, we've known Dave. Good to see you. Not too far from some of my old stomping grounds in Owen Sound, Ontario. Right. Perfect. Anyone else want to volunteer where they live? You don't have to give me your exact address. Just the area you live in is fine. And there's smoke, ladies and gentlemen. I know, like I said earlier in the show, there's swearing and there's smoking. So, I don't influence any bad decisions out there. So don't be shy. I'm seeing more people sign on too. So don't be shy. Ask me anything you want to know, ladies and gentlemen. I try to be an open book. I put these live streams on so you, my audience, can get to see the real me. I don't wear this hat all the time. I usually wear it for my show once in a while. But I have a other collection of hats here too. Of course, my veteran's hat. I like to wear proudly at times. And of course, when the weather gets colder, the famous Krusty Canuck toque, right? And if I am around on Remembrance Day, I might do something with the old headdress of mine from the service. So There, I give you a list of my hats. So, North York, Ontario. Right on. My dad used to work there. He was a firefighter. And it became the mega city there in 99. So it became the city of Toronto, but he was a North York fireman for 28 and a half years. So, I'll give my old man an applause there. Yeah. Anyone else care to tell me where they're writing from or watching from? Yes. Randy. Yes. Randy Post. I used to work at a record store in Owen Sound, Ontario, Randy's Records. This man could get you anything. Didn't matter if it was bootlegs, vinyl, 7-inchers, 45s. I think he even had some kind of connection to old 78s if you're into that. But he still is. He's still rocking and rolling, still selling vinyl, still selling videos, still selling cassettes too, mind you, CDs. And I still think he has his deal where you can bring in some old used stuff and he'll give you some cash for him. A good man. Randy Post is a good man. He's fucking bang on. He's a class act. I got a lot of time for Randy when I go to Owen Sound to see how he's doing and all that. He gave me a job there for about 6 months. I think I was working for him back in my youth. So he was quite the guy. He gave me some insight on some good music, and he helped me get some really sweet deals on some good CDs at one time. So, but yeah, Randy's a good man, Dave. Excellent man. So, Owen Sound would not be the same if you didn't stop in the record trade, doc the old Rand doc there. So that's the thing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an hour 37. I've been on this live stream right now. I appreciate everyone who has come out. Thank you very much. One round of applause for you all, too. You wonderful, awesome people out there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming out to the live stream. Please stay posted to my YouTube feeds and to my Facebook feeds, community page on YouTube, and my Krusty Connect page on Facebook for updates on what's coming your way via the Krusty Connect podcast. So if you like what you see, please click like, subscribe, share this content all around. Help us create a good algorithm where people can pick and choose what they want to see without any bloody interference. And the more you share my stuff, the easier it's going to be for guys like me, other independent creators out there, just to get our words out. So it starts with you, ladies and gentlemen. Make it happen. Thank you very much. And I want to thank everyone who's come out tonight. I think the count was about 12 last I saw. It's down to 5 now. But thank you anyway. I'm not complaining. Please check out my store if you can. Buy some Krusty Connect swagger. Support the podcast. Send me an email or two, or send me a note, or comments, whatever. And please like and subscribe if you can too. Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm starting my work cycle again. So I'll be doing 10 days straight again. Looking after cattle, doing my part for the agriculture industry, and trying to keep food on my table and keep the lights on, all that good stuff. But I want to thank everyone out there who has come out tonight. Thank you. You guys are awesome. One more round of applause for you all. And to all the kind words and support and encouragement I have received from all of you fans of the Krusty Connect podcast. I'll be making more episodes as we go along too. I am also finished the screenplay. I've had my look at it and edited it, and the screenplay is done. Now I just got to work on some tidbits to get that out of the way. And myself and my co-workers in the field of screenwriting are going to try to sell it to the best of our ability. So who knows, maybe in 6 months' time, you might see my ugly mug on television. You might see me behind the scenes. I don't know. But until then, hopes and prayers go a long way. And once again, thank you for all you showing up today and tonight for this podcast live stream. So give yourselves a round of applause, all that good stuff. And thank you very much for the dedication I have had the past while from all my loyal subscribers out there. You make this happen for me. So thank you. And like I say all the time, ladies and gentlemen, do what you can to help each other in these trying times. Stay posted to my community page on YouTube and Facebook alike. And always remember, folks, humanity and merit wins the day. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Hit it, sweetheart. Because I am hard, you will not like me. Oh, yes, sir. There is no racial bigotry here. Here you are all equally worthless.
This has been another episode of the Krusty Canuck podcast. Stay sane and thank you for listening. From Western Canada, this is the Krusty Canuck podcast.
Well, smack my ass and call me Judy.